state transfer diagram or advanced behavioral modeling. Okay, so what is the event, what is the signal, and what are called state machines, how to represent a state machine in a diagrammatic form, what is a process, what is a thread, what is the difference between a process and a thread, and what is time and space complexity. Then we go for constructing the state chart diagram. So state chart diagram will be processing all these set of things within it as a part of the diagram. Okay. Finally, we are going to conclude with component and deployment diagrams. So component deployment diagram, nothing need to bother a lot, because as I told you, it is an architecture representation of the system. It is not going to bother anything in finer details. Okay, overall representation of the system only you are going to come out in the form of component and deployment diagram. Okay, so am I clear about all this very introductory contents about UML?
Yes, sir.
Is there anything else that you need some clarification onto that? Remember, you already have an idea about this, and you are going to take up the next set of contents which are going to be taught to you. Okay, so we'll start with the first module, that is Introduction to UML. Why only UML? The first and foremost question what we are going to ask over here is, because lots and lots of programming languages that we are learning. Okay, so every time there should be a question coming into our mind, and we should find an answer for that, like, why should I go for learning this language? Provided all the existing languages, still I need to masterize myself. Okay, when you are going to masterize yourself in terms of programming languages, what you are having, when you are successfully going for developing a project for that. Okay, so until you are not going to develop a project, it becomes very difficult for you to learn the language or masterize the language. Till now, nobody can tell that you have masterized C programming language. Till now, nobody can tell that you have masterized Java programming language, because the wide reach of these languages in terms of coming out with the solutions are still need to be explored. Okay, by a set of researchers. Okay, lots and lots of things needs to get explored. You can tell like I know the language. Okay, you can tell like I know the language. I know about each and every syntax of the language. I know about the usage of the language. I know about all the possibilities that are existing in the language in terms of real-time system development. But these things are all pretty much far away from masterizing as a word over there. Okay, that is what I'm telling. Like it is very difficult to come out with an answer like I have masterized a given language. So if at all I couldn't go for masterizing language, what is the point in learning a new language that is unified modeling language? Why should I go for learning it? Why only UML? Why not other existing languages could be able to satisfy this purpose? So the UML enables system builders to create a blueprint that can capture their visions in a standard, easy to understand way and communicate them to the others. So you know about the importance of blueprints. When it goes for real-time system development, blueprints are the major factors which are going to create the influences in the overall development of the software. Okay, or any kind of system that is in practice. If you are telling like architecture, the physical architecture, blueprints are essential. If you are going to construct a home, blueprints are essential. If you are going to construct an electronic circuit, blueprints are essential. Or a model form of the electronic circuit is essential. Any kind of thing which you are going to create as a model, we can call it as a blueprint. No issues. Okay. So, in order to create blueprint that capture the visions of in a standard, easy to understand way, and communicate them to others. Okay. Not only to understand, not only to capture the things that are existing in the given system, as well as to communicate with others. We need a model of the system. That is the importance of modeling, and that is the importance of blueprints in terms of creating the system. Okay, so further we are using UML. Am I clear? So you can ask like, sir, I will go for constructing all these things in terms of diagrams. Okay, you are known to the diagram. Whatever diagram you are capable of constructing, data flow diagram you will construct, or entity relationship diagram you will go for constructing, or a system flow diagram you will go for constructing. These and all are enough for what kind of project? For a structured project. Okay, wherein no bunch of complexities are added onto the system, and system also does not require much more of concepts of UML like what these systems are going to demand. Those systems are very simple. Okay, they require an initial level of security features, and they require rich set of inbuilt functions. Okay, so these are the essentialities of a project. When you are going to tell about what is the quality of a project, means the project should be consistent enough, it should be secured enough. Okay, and it has to go for satisfying all the set of functionalities that have been put forward by the user or the real-time system environment without the function support. And it has to generate the reports. Okay, without reports, we cannot go for accepting any kind of project because we are only self-declaring that the project does not create any kind of reports. Okay, no outputs can be expected out of the project. That is what it has been told, that if at all you are writing a program or you are going to do a project, whatever it is, try to generate a report. That is the clear solid proof that the project is working fine and it is capable of communicating to your backend and it is capable of getting the input from you and extracting the data from the backend. Okay, all these things will get a kind of salvation only when you are going for developing a report. So in this case, why it is only UML is used for creating a blueprint, and the system is demanding, and I am going to show the blueprint according to the system level requirement. Okay, so for that we are going for UML. And the languages also, rather than learning this many number of languages, why should I learn the language? This language learning has got lots and lots of advantages. Okay, and this is the only language which is available in the market or available in the trend, which is successful so far. Okay, you cannot find any other programming language which can come out with activity diagram, or which can come out with state chart diagram, or which can come out with a sequential diagram, or which can come out with use case diagram. Only UML can go for doing it. If at all the diagram occurs, immediately it is an instance of UML, nothing else. Am I clear? That is the reason why it is called as why only UML. Or the answer for why only UML. Next one, what is UML? UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. It's a standard language for writing software blueprints used to specify, visualize, construct, and document the artifacts of an object-oriented software-intensive system under development. Very, very important, this particular point. Already I told you in the last class. Object-oriented software-intensive system. Okay, system should be intensive enough that the functionality what it is capable of performing relevant to the particular business environment must be an intensive one. Intensive one means purely dependent on. Okay, the software should play a very critical role over here. Such kind of system only will qualify for this particular object-orientedness. Other than that, it is a standard language for writing software blueprints. So there itself it is clearly understood that it is used for diagrammatic purpose. It is used for specifying. Okay, specifying means what? Can anyone give the answer? Specifying.
No, I didn't get the word.
Specifying.
Specifying.
Yeah.
To specify a particular thing.
No, how will you define specification? How will you explain? Anyone else?
By identifying.
Pardon?
By identifying.
Not identifying. Identification and specification.
Classification, sir.
Classification. Okay, classification is the term is there. No, then you want to tell a specification.
Stating, sir.
Pardon?
Stating.
Stating means can you give some example for specification? I already given you this explanation in software engineering last semester. What is called specification?
In brief, sir.
In brief.
Is it related to SRS?
Yes. Software requirement specification is a term over there, and software requirements needs to be specified. Means what?
What softwares will be required for the project to be run on?
That is software requirements. See, software requirement, I am not asking the definition. I am asking the specification part of it.
Particular software.
Simple example. Today afternoon, after this class, what you will do? 12:30 or 1 o'clock around, automatically you will feel hungry. Correct? Your mom will be preparing food at home. You will go and tell like, Mom, I want lunch. And I want this thing as the lunch. You'll give the menu. Or morning itself you might have given the menu. Okay, what you're exactly doing over there? You are specifying what you require. You understood? You have requirement, and that requirement is a custom-oriented one. Okay, custom-oriented one means you have your own siblings, means they might have some other requirement and you might have your own requirement. Am I clear? So what you require when you are going to try to customize it, and explicitly when you are going to state that, that is what we call the specification. Okay, that term itself has got this many number of contents within it. So any kind of client used to specify what he requires with respect to his own system. Any kind of developer, he used to specify what is the requirement of his own development process. That will be totally based upon what the development environment will require. Am I clear? So blueprints are used to specify, explicitly tell the requirement. You can if at all you are writing, please write down like that. Specification means explicitly stating the requirement. Simple word. Explicitly means externally stating what you want. When you go to a hotel, what you are doing? You are not going and sitting like whatever you have, you bring it. Or if you are going and sitting in a hotel and seeing you, the bearer is not going to bring what they are having. They are going to give you the menu card and you are going to tell them like, I want this kind of dish. When you are going to go to, so after going to the hotel, it doesn't mean that you are going to go for asking something else other than the food item. Am I clear? Sir, or the bearer will ask you, what do you want to eat? Am I clear? He is not going to ask you, what do you want to look? What do you want to play? Because you are going to the system which is meant for eating, which is meant for filling your stomach. So once you go there, he will ask you what you want to eat. Why he is asking that? Because you have your own customized requirement at that particular moment. It doesn't mean that what everyone are eating, you are going to eat. You have your own specification, correct? That is what you are going to explicitly state outwardly. Even when you are going for purchasing a television showroom also, going to a TV showroom, you cannot go and tell like, this is a sandals what I am looking out for. Okay, this is the kind of what is that the makeup set I am looking out for. You cannot go and tell that. You are went to the TV showroom for purchasing a TV. So person will ask you, what is the TV that you want? So you will tell like, I want this particular television with this kind of configuration. I want a mobile phone with this kind of configuration. Like the way you will go to the respective system and you will give your specification, what you are looking out for. Okay, that for generic things which are all of our own interest, which are all of our own usage, we know about them very well. And we know about our requirement very well. Nobody needs to come and tell you what you want to eat, correct? Because the eating is an inner instinct that is coming within you. If you're feeling like it's raining in your place, you'll be feeling like I want to eat something hot and which is very, very spicy. So you'll tell like I want some chicken or I want some spicy food items. So the environment is deciding onto the fact like what you need to go for. But internally, that particular thought has to come. If it is a vegetarian person, non-veg thought will not come at all. If it is a non-veg person, vegetarian thought will take its own time to come because he should have taken already non-veg the previous day. Am I clear? So when you are going to tell about a specification, means it is about the system, what we require. Okay, visualize. So what is the process of visualizing? Well in advance, we are just going to try to get a view of that particular thing. Am I clear? When UML is a standard language for writing software blueprints, the blueprint is going to be used for visualizing or well in advance to view the system, what we are going to develop in the future. And the same blueprint is required for constructing the given system also. You can see like whenever your house construction is going to happen, either the owner of the system or the engineer of the system or the mason of the system will always refer to the blueprint. What is the reason for that? Because the construction has to come exactly according to that. It should not deny, it should not deviate from how the planning was done earlier. So at each and every level of the building which is going to get constructed, they will refer to the document. Even the workers, they will keep on asking, okay, what should be the size of the beam? What is the size of the pillar? What should be the size of the plinth? Okay, every things are having measurements. They have their own experienced people also. They will work according to the measurement only. Am I clear? Because the construction has to come according to that. How many number of rods has to be put upon to construct the pillar? How many number of bays has to come into a particular room? Okay, which is going to hold the ceiling. And what should be the depth, what should be the width of each and every, width and height of each and every room, the length and breadth of each and every room. So everything is based upon a predefined plan, a predefined idea. Okay, so that idea only you are going to put in terms of blueprint. And document the artifacts, very, very important. Not only the UML is used for constructing the blueprint for specifying a given system or a visualizing a given system or a constructing a given system, it is used for documentation also. which is a challenging task for any